The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
If you're going to chase your dreams, remember, they're faster than you think. Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
Out. And there's the goal.
The first 50 years of the Sunshine State Conference inspired champions and built a legacy rooted in excellence. A legacy built from a single sport to a conference of national champions. Threaded through geography, fueled by growth, defined by excellence. 135 team national titles, 173 individual champions, and hundreds of Scholar All-Americans. Always at the top of NCAA Division II. Looking ahead, we reflect on where we started, where we are, and where we're going. The Sunshine State Conference, where success thrives.
Through contributions to the Buck Club, members support Barry University student athletes with professional development experiences, academic services, and individual team needs for all 13 of our sports. This past year, we added 3 more titles.
From the first day on campus, students will find plenty to do. From the Glow Party and Founders Week in the fall to Homecoming and Festival of Nations in the spring. Tradition is all around at Barry. Students, faculty, staff, and alumni gather throughout the year to connect Barry's past with its present to create a meaningful future.
Began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
If you're going to chase your dreams, remember, they're faster than you think.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Can you do it? It's William.
Can I call you Rose? Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom.
we don't do nothing else, he could do that. That one still works. Hey, one thing still works.
I don't even want to picture that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to picture that.
I've been had this conversation already.
The center field going slow.
No, but
Huh? As soon as I try to put on the center field camera,
we're late.
Yeah, we're running late. Something about center field.
What happened to center field?
He said the outfield. Something happened in the outfield.
they hate me. She got her kids flying.
Yeah, take that out of the way.
Sing the song. That ice is all over.
Are you trying to get tipsy?
No, I'm just saying. The ice that's in here is melting every 5 minutes.
I'm covering it with the. That's good right now. I'm coming from back here.
To be honest, I want to move the table back more, but I can't. Do me a favor. Unplug that. Yeah. They're not keeping it cool enough. I can sit right on it.
Sit right on it.
I'm gonna bring you some towels. That's what I need to go do. Huh? That should help us a lot.
This song came out when I was in the 7th grade.
I did fun.
Were you that old?
No, I said you're older than 12.
I'm in my prime, man.
Don't say that. There's always ways to go up.
I am in my prime.
I'm not even close to my prime.
Howard.
Maybe 22.
You're young. Honestly, getting older is kind of like it has its pros and cons. It's actually like
It's a blessing to get old.
what I do is this. Oh, you set that face first. I can put it here.
I thought this was a different song. I thought this was that Avril Lavigne song.
This is like narrating stuff. White people narrating.
First of all, I'm all night.
Don't say I'm white. I'm not that
I
white.
don't listen to this alt rock like that often. Second of all,
That's Destiny.
that's your era. It's your era. You were listening to this growing up. I don't think so. What were you listening to? Shakira?
Mine was kind of Kanye. Kanye first started.
Mary, what's the password again?
Dennis 69.
I had to ask Rick earlier. What's the password again?
Maybe that's his age.
So you listen to Kanye, that's it?
Okay. I mean, I can't really I mean,
It was so long ago.
I mean, I used to listen to like all like 2010s like pop music or whatever. And then I came to middle school, then I started listening to rap.
Take Care came out when I was in 7th grade. Drake's Take Care album.
Damn! I was like 6 years old when that shit came out.
Fire album when it first came out, bro.
No, was I 6? What year that came out? 2011? I was probably like 7 or 8. I was in middle school when Views came out.
I was a senior in high school.
Oh my god!
When Views came out.
I was like walking home from 7th grade.
You're gonna know
That
about
was
that.
in 7th grade. I was listening to SoundCloud.
I listen to SoundCloud.
That was my era, the SoundCloud era, back in middle school.
I listen to SoundCloud.
Oh.
SoundCloud be having the songs that Apple and Spotify
Unreleased, the
don't have.
unreleased shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how like figure out like certain artists because you'll like get famous on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And plus, I didn't have money for Spotify Premium at the time, so like.
I still don't pay for Spotify Premium.
No, I pay for it.
I used to have
I
like
get the
a
student
boot
discount.
version. You know, it's like a fake Spotify.
I had to like
that had
download
no
from
app.
online and then
Pandora.
like, do like the settings and all that.
And it's like looked like Spotify, but it wasn't.
No, it was Spotify for me.
It was like a bootleg version.
No, like, it worked. And then one day like the feds caught them and then
Yes.
I'm like shit. I actually gotta pay for it now. Then
I got my mom to pay for that family plan.
Now, do the student discount, you get Hulu with it. It's like $6 a month.
When does our student discount end?
I don't know. Hopefully they never figure anything out. I'll be very sad.
I need it.
You got shade.
Not from the sun. I gotta look out there. If they hit a ball that's you, I'll be able to see it.
How are you at the club? How are you at the club?
You can?
What's like a go-to move?
Manifest it. Own it. Be it.
Just break it like that? Let go?
There you go. Waiting for everyone to come around me.
We're like in the middle? In the middle or like just like in the side?
What are we waiting for?
At Barry University, students enjoy a vibrant campus life surrounded by traditions both new and old.
From the first day on campus, students will find plenty to do. From the Glow Party and Founders Week in the fall to Homecoming and Festival of Nations in the spring. Tradition is all around at Barry. Students, faculty, staff, and alumni gather throughout the year to connect Barry's past with its present to create a meaningful future.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
If you're going to chase your dreams, remember, they're faster than you think.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
Out. And there's the goal.
The first 50 years of the Sunshine State Conference inspired champions and built a legacy rooted.
Good evening from Miami Shores. It's another hot one in store today with temperatures in the 90s, and it's definitely going to be hot tomorrow. But we're here to open up the last series of SSC play and of the season for the Buccaneers and for Tampa, who's most likely headed to postseason play. Buccaneers entering this game at 24-28, 11-16 in the conference. The last game, a 6-0 loss to Florida Tech. And for Tampa, 32-11 overall, 19-8 in the conference. Last game was a 2-0 victory over Eckerd. Let's talk about players to watch. Cam Feast hitting 394 for the Spartans and the Buccaneers. It's going to be Maya Tucker hitting 420. Once again, welcome into the SSC Digital Network. Daniel Torres, your voice of Barry U Athletics, bringing you the call. Let's take a look at how Barry is going to line up tonight for game one of the series. Out in center field is Maya Tucker. Out second is Sarah Schaefer. The DP is Harper Bunn. Catching behind the plate is Sarah Langley. Out first is Chandler Berry. Out in the right field is Vivian Billiard. Out left, Shelby Prevat. Playing third is Maggie Boyd. Out short, Cameron Marquise. And in the circle is Alexis Martin, the trusted ace for the Buccaneers. Tampa finished last season 48-12, 23-7 overall. Eliminated Barry in the NCAA South Regional. And Tampa did lose in the NCAA Championship Series to Texas Tyler. Between these two programs, Barry leads historically 80-56. We look at the table in the SSC. The Spartans sitting third with the Buccaneers in seventh. Buccaneers were able to bring a fight. Were scrappy against Florida Tech here last weekend. Tech sitting right behind Tampa in fourth in the conference. Bucks looking to win the series. Haven't won an SEC series since April 3rd against Lynn. And mentioned we'll miss the postseason this year. There's the strikeout. Puts an out on the board. We talk about what needs to be addressed for this Buccaneers team heading into the offseason. It's definitely going to be the pitching. Bucks still had offensive firepower this year, but the bullpen really struggled. So that's something Coach Cotter is going to have to take a look at. On the other hand, postseason bound for the Spartans under Leslie Cantor, 32nd season in charge of the Spartans. As this one is grounded to short. Throw to first is not in time. As Aubrey Zeckman is going to get aboard. Impressive resume for Coach Cantor. 15 NCAA tournament appearances. 6-time SSC Coach of the Year. And hasn't coached anywhere else but Tampa.
The right fielder, number 14, Cam Feast.
And now here's our player to watch, Cam Feast, coming to the plate. Take strike one, looking. Wind up the delivery Strike two, watching for Feast. Martin checking the signs. Fouled away. So I opened up the broadcast. It is very, very hot in South Florida this weekend. This Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms celebrating on Sunday. Honestly, it should be Mother's Day every day with everything moms do for us. But it is going to be a hot one in South Florida. This evening won't be too bad. I mean, it is quite warm as the sun's going to be setting over at the west, right behind left field. But tomorrow will be extremely hot as this is grounded into the glove of Marquise. Throw the first. That's not going to be on time. Two aboard for the Spartans. Joey Trowick at the plate, only one out, two aboard. Looking to draw first blood. It's top of the first. Watch a strike one go by. Bucks with the white pants, black jerseys. Spartans with the black pants and white jerseys. Swing and a miss for strike two. Spartans already with 2 hits in the game. Inside pitch popped up into the infield. Marquise is there, grabs it for out number 2, so that's going to help the Bucks big time. It's going to be up to Kenna Creedler. To try to bring in the run. Strike counted. So noticing Tampa not swinging at first pitches. Ball outside. Baseball on the road as well. They're playing Tampa. This is popped up right to Marquise again and grabs it for the third out. 2 stranded for the Spartans. Nothing going. Bucks with Maya Tucker due up in the home half. Welcome back to Miami Shores Buccaneers softball field. Maya Tucker at the plate. Your Buccaneers player to watch. Trying to show bunt pitch up high. It's going to even the count 1-1. This one hit out in the left, but in foul territory, caught for the first out by Abby Johns. It's going to make way for Sarah Schaefer. Let's take a look at how Tampa's going to line up. Out in third base is Jenna Newpaver. The DP is Aubrey Zeckman. Right field, Cam Feast, this is fouled. The center fielders, Joey Trowick. Catching is Kenna Creedler. Shortstop, Hannah Yetter. Out in first base is Carly Salisbury. Out in left field, Abby Johns. Out in second is Lennox Ulrich. And in the circle for the Spartans today, Gwen McGinnis. Schaefer letting that go outside. Elects not to swing. Trying to go for the bunt again. She went this time and misses for strike two. Schaefer all season long has done so well putting the ball in play, especially in bunts. And kind of a slow swing. I think she misjudged the contact there. And it's put away for out number two. This is shaping up to be a quick inning for Tampa. And here's Harper Bunn last week against Florida Tech. We celebrated her senior day. Awesome celebration right before game one of our doubleheader against the Panthers. As Bunn watches ball one. That's a strike. Evens the count. Swings that opposite way out into the street for strike two. Another foul towards Buccaneers bullpen. And this year is the first year that Tampa will not win the conference since 2023, as this is grounded up the middle to short. Throw to first. Bunn trying to beat it. And they're going to call it safe. I believe Salisbury came off of the bag. Now Bunn's going for second. No one's realizing. Throw to second. Bunn's in there. Great heads up by Harper Bunn, realizing that no one was really paying attention. And she puts herself in scoring position with two outs. Great heads-up veteran play. As I was saying, 2023, Tampa won the conference as well as 2024 and 2025, but the streak ended this year, so no four-peat for the Spartans. Conference was taken this year by St. Leo. Here's Sarah Langley. Low, ball one. And before 2023, Tampa had not won the conference since 2015. And it's been a long drought for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers looking to win the conference. Obviously, they'll have to try next year. But they have not won it since 2008. So quite a time for the Buccaneers. Since then, we've had Florida Southern, Rollins, Tampa, St. Leo, Palm Beach Atlantic, Florida Tech, and Nova Southeastern. In 2002-2003 was back-to-back SSC titles for this Berry softball program. And then it followed a four-peat by Florida Southern. Langley grounds this foul down the first base line. It stays 2-2. See Berry, 5-time SSC champions. This is a little blooper out in the left. It's going to fall. Harper Bunn is rounding third. That's going to be an RBI for Sarah Langley. And the Buccaneers are going to bring the game's first run. And Langley, when you need her most, shows up. And with 2 outs, Buccaneers do damage. It's first blood. Bucks on top. And it's going to make way for Chandler Berry with Langley in scoring position at second. Hits this one right up the middle and falls in the center. They're going to send Langley home. Here's the throw. Langley slides. Ball got through. It was dropped by Creedler, and Langley will score. It's 2-0 Buccaneers. And Candler's not happy with what she's seeing at the beginning as she's heading to the circle. Her infield is meeting her there. Tampa not happy with that start. It looked like it was going to be a quick inning. Had 2 outs on the board, and there was a pitcher lurking in the Tampa bullpen. It's Holly Steffes looking on towards the field and was coming out of the bullpen. They will not need her services as of yet. McGinnis continues. Chandler Berry heads to first. Back-to-back RBIs. It's Langley, then Berry. Puts Berry up 2-0. And here's Vivian Billard. 3 straight hits for the Bucks from Bunn, Langley, and Berry. This is hit straight up the middle, exactly where Chandler Berry got that hit. And Chandler Berry almost gets caught out at second trying to round the base. But in there, and now the Buccaneers with 2 on. Here it brings up Shelby Prevat. Kelsey Winters also in the bullpen for Tampa, starting to get loose. Strike counted, and this is all with 2 outs. Again, I told you, ladies and gentlemen, last weekend, Buccaneers, they're in 7th, but they're a scrappy team. That's foul tip by Prevat. Florida Tech was sitting in 4th. They gave them a fight. And they're bringing it to Tampa, the 3rd place team, tonight to start in this bottom of the 1st, game 1 of the series. Swing and a miss by Prevat. That's going to end it for McGinnis. And boy, is she relieved. But 2 runs for the Buccaneers. Let's see how Tampa responds. Top of inning number 2, where the Buccaneers lead by 2. Tampa, in their first appearance at the plate, they left 2 stranded on base, find themselves down. And now let's see how they respond. It starts with Hannah Yetter, who watched strike 1 go by. Fouled. Buccaneers bullpen, strike 2. Alexis Martin up in the count. Here's the pitch. Up high. Trying to get Yetter to swing. Foul into the back netting. Outside and low, evens the count. Little blooper, falls fair. They're gonna let it go, and it goes foul. Smart play. Very smart play over at third by Maggie Boyd. Swing and the miss, and there is the strikeout for Alexis Martin, and that's going to put the out on the board.
The first baseman, number 33, Carly Salisbury.
Now here is Carly Salisbury. Inside, ball one. Grounded to Boyd at third. Throw to first. Chandler Berry's got it for out number two.
The left fielder, number 23, Abby Johns.
Here's Abby Johns. We are towards the bottom of the order for the Spartans. Right back to Boyd again. Deja vu. Throw to first. Well, 1, 2, 3 for the Buccaneers, and the Spartans shut down, heading to the bottom of the second.
Maggie Boyd.
Bottom of the second starts with Maggie Boyd. It's ball one from McGinnis, who has allowed 2 runs and 4 hits for the Bucks. Boyd, little half swing. I think that came off of the cork. 1-1. Tampa was doing well, got to 2 outs, and then Buccaneers had 3 hits consecutively as they're strike 2. And there was a strikeout. So good start for McGinnis. Puts one out on the board. They'll bring in Cameron Marquise at the bottom of the order. Trying to show bunt. Good job electing to hold back. That pitch was low. Here's the 1-0. Outside, make that 2-0. The 4 hits for the Buccaneers have come from Bunt, Langley, Berry, and Billiard. That middle part of the order, this is popped up over at first and caught for out number 2. Almost a collision between Salisbury and Ulrich. Brings up the top of the order in Maya Tucker. Has been so explosive from the plate. Has done a good job of getting on almost every time. She's up. One 0, pulled away from the bunt. Maya Tucker nods her head in agreement. That one was inside for the strike. Try to go for the bunt. Can't get it, can't make contact. Strike 2. Was able to talk to her a little bit at our annual Bucky Awards for the student athletes. Loves Mookie Betts, as she's a fellow Dodgers fan, as this one is fouled. We'll have to come back to the batter's box. And honestly, when you watch her play, it's almost like, you know, she's kind of modeling Mookie Betts' game. This is hit, and she's going to get on. And with 2 outs, once again, Barry gets a runner on board. Now let's see if Sarah Schaefer can get a hit for herself. Started 0 for 1 tonight. Strike. Here's a bunt from Schaefer, but fouled back for strike 2. Low pitch, hit to third, throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Maya Tucker left stranded. Still 2-0, heading to the 3rd inning. We start with Lennox Ulrich at the bottom of the order for Tampa, looking to get on the board. It's 2-0. Ball one delivered from Alexis Martin. Looking now for pitch. 32 has faced 8 batters, has 2 strikeouts. Only given up 2 hits. Grounded. Oh, and just past the glove of Schaefer. Looked like she had it, just got past her. And Ulrich gets on. And it's going to be 1-1. They're going to bring Ulrich back since she was out of the box. So that won't count. She'll have to come back to the batter's box. She'll face a strike. That's a ball. 2-1. Make that 3-1. Another pitch outside. And that's a walk. So, didn't matter. Ulrich was going to get on anyways.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Jenna Newpaver.
And here is Jenna Newpaver, top of the order for the Spartans. 0 for 1 in her first time at the plate tonight. Shows bunt, and that's fouled back. Time called. Settling back into the batter's box. Newpaver's pointing at something. Not really sure what's happening, home plate umpire. And I think Newpaver was pointing out a balk on Martin. Home plate umpire says yes, it's 1-1 count. This is up the middle to Tucker. Not going to get the ball in the glove. And that'll be 2 on for the Spartans.
Now batting, the designated player, number 4, Aubrey Zeckman.
Brings up Aubrey Zeckman, and with no outs, this is looking good for Tampa so far. Here's the bunt, fouled. Count even. Close, but given as a ball. Fouled back into the net. 2-2, all even. Chopped to short. Throw to first. One away, but runners do advance to third and second in scoring position. That tying run at second for the Spartans.
That's the stuff.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14, Cam Feast.
Brings up Cam Feast. Their player to watch, and with one away, not the player that you want to have at the plate for the Buccaneers in this situation. This gets by, and a run is going to score for the Spartans. And now the tying run at third. Lead cut in half, it's 2-1. Spartans coming alive here at the top of the third. Strike counted. Hit the other way into the bullpen, and that almost got Kelsey Winters, who was in the bullpen. Count even at 2. Up high. Full count coming up. This is going to fall in right field. An RBI, and just like that, the game is tied. It's 2-2. Spartans find the answer in the third. Cam Feast, an RBI, gets on first.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1, Joey Cherwick.
And here's Joey Cherwick to see if she can keep things going for Tampa. Well, half swing fouled away for the strike. Up high. One straight across the board, 1-1 count, only one out. This is hit. That's a fair ball, all the way up to the left field fence. Cam Feast is rounding third. This is for the lead, and the Spartans are going to get it. 3-2. Cam Feast all the way from first scores. An RBI for Joey Trowick in a big way out the left field line to the wall of the 190 sign, forcing Privat to chase it. Amber Jack heading out to the circle to have a word with Alexis Martin. Tampa has now equaled Buccaneers on hits, all even at 5. First 2 innings of this game, Tampa was able to get runners on board couldn't figure out how to bring them across the plate. They finally found this answer in the top of the third. Now it's up to the Buccaneers. Not questioning their bats, they'll be questioning the pitching, if they can sustain it.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18, Kenneth Creedler.
Here's Kenneth Creedler. Runner on second at scoring position. Up high for ball one. That one's counted strike. Similar pitch, called ball. Popped up. This is going out into the parking lot. That's going to be the second strike and even up the count. Still just one out on the board for the Bucks. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for Alexis Martin, her third, and it's going to put the second out on the board. So a good comeback there for Martin.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
He brings up Hannah Yetter. Hit to Marquise at short for the third. Out one stranded, but Tampa is on top. They have taken the lead 3-2. Bucks turn to response in the home half of the third. We start with Harper Bunton. This is the part of the order for the Buccaneers that was doing well, as this one is hitting the left, and it's a fly out and a quick first out. So it brings up Sarah Langley, who got aboard with the RBI. They got the Bucks on the board first. Strike looking. Grounded into center field, and Langley will get on with a one-out single. Got that just enough to get it by Lennox Ulrich. Now brings up Chandler Berry, also with a hit today.
Chandler Berry.
Strike counted. Up high. That falls into the zone nicely with a little off speed there from McGinnis. Swung on and fouled, third baseline.
Nobody's on the phone with Cyrus. Like, what do you keep talking?
Yeah, it's too bright, especially outfield.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that was swung on early and had the distance. But foul.
And Cyrus was saying that this is too dark, but every time like he tries to
Outside.
brighten it, because the sun's right there, then it just like makes it too bright where you can't see anything.
I just have to move him to the corner and do that. But I guess that might be too far from you, right?
Foul into the back netting.
You're saying like put him in the corner that way?
Yeah. That way the HDMI don't roll that far, right?
Or it's not connected to the HDMI.
SDI?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it long enough though? I don't think so.
Up high. We're going to get a full count to Chandler Berry.
That was like,
Runners going, throw to second. There's the tag. And it's going to be safe. It looked out to me from my vantage point. It was ball 4 as well, so that's 2 on for the Buccaneers with 1 out. With Vivian Billiard coming up.
The right fielder, number 3, Vivian Billiard.
Low and out. Off speed again, but not getting it quite this time for McGinnis. 2-0. Popped up right field. And caught. Nope, it's dropped, but throw to second. There is the out. That's out number 2. That was Joey Trowick. Dropped it, but now runners at the corners for the Buccaneers.
It doesn't count, it's a force out. There's no error. No, it's not a hit, it's just fielder's choice.
So Shelby Privat, the swing of the bat can tie this game up with the tying run at third. 1-0 count. Popped behind second and caught. Tampa and McGinnis get out of that jam. Runners stuck at the corners. We're going to the 4th. Tampa retains the lead. Popped up. Top of the fourth, one away.
We aim to entertain.
That was Carly Salisbury. And Abby Johns will be coming to the plate. Outside, ball one.
Why are you looking at me? The game is happening.
That's down the middle to even the count.
Huh? 100%. And I'm always for the Bad Bunny. Or Manuel. Yes. Yeah. Manuel Turizo.
Ball two counted. Two, even count. Grounded right up the middle past the glove of Marquise, and with one away, Abby Johns gets on first. Here's Lennox Ulrich. And it's going to give some time to Langley to head to the circle, have a word with Alexis Martin, who's now going for pitch 66, 3 strikeouts. Faced 17 batters, and it's all even again on hits at 6. Tampa looking to extend on that one-run lead. Shows bunt, that's fouled. Down and out. 1-1.
They're literally the same quality. But I mean, it doesn't matter because even if you try to fix it, it'll be the same problem.
In for the strike. Ulrich not swinging. 1-2. Would be big for the Buccaneers to get this second out here. Fouled into the back netting. Continues to be a 1-2 count. Ball to even the count at 2. Grounded to Schaefer at second. Throw to first. There's out number 2. The runner is going to advance to second.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Jenna Newpaver.
And we're back to the top of the order with Jenna Newpaver, who's 1 for 2. And has a chance to bring in the runner from second scoring position. Ball outside. Was a little high as well. A little bit of a delayed call, but called strike, even the count. Half swing, that went off with a pole. That holds the net back into the field. Fouled behind the Bucks dugout. Continues to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going out again, reaching for it and fouling it away. Langley heading out of the circle, having a word with Martin, discussing signs. And Aubrey Zeckman having a word with her teammate Newpaver at the plate. That was inside and it's into Boyd's glove. Great play by Maggie Boyd to get the third out. 1 stranded for the Spartans. Home half of the 4th. Starting off with Maggie Boyd coming up. Bottom of the 4th starts with Maggie Boyd taking strike 1. Bucks trying to come back from just 1 run. 3 at the top of the 3rd from the Spartans. If you're just joining us, Bucks got on the board first, 2-0, and here's the throw. The first one away. Boyd not in time. Game 1 of the 3-game series between the Bucks and the Spartans. Doubleheader tomorrow.
Shortstop, number 27, Cameron Marquez.
Brings up Cameron Marquez, looking for first hit today, but pops this one up over at short, and it's out number 2. And we visit Maya Tucker again, 1 for 2.
The center fielder, number 2, Maya Tucker.
Watch his strike 1 go by. Fouled, so I'll make it strike 2. And swinging a miss on the pitch outside for Maya Tucker. 1, 2, 3 for Tampa. They're back to the plate at the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th. Alexis Martin still in the circle for the Bucks. Still a 3-2 game. Just joining us on the SSC Digital Network. Aubrey Zekman at the plate. Moved out of the box, but was in there for the strike. Hits it the other way, past Boyd and Marquise, and Zekman gets on first. Leadoff single. Brings up Cam Feast, who's perfect so far today, 2 for 2. Let's see if she can make it 3 for 3.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14.
And she's not the player to watch for no reason. Chopped over, boy, that's a fair ball. And 2 on for the Spartans. Makes way for Joey Trowick.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Joey Trowick.
Popped up top of the net. Strike 1. Bunt. Throw the first one away. Runners. Actually, they're going to call this safe at first. Yeah, I think Coach Carter's going to challenge, and he is. So umpires are going to take a look at this. Well, that we'll take a break. So after review, Barry retains their challenge. The call is changed, and it's an out. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw the play happen, I thought it was out pretty convincingly. I was a little bit confused when I saw the save call. And good on Coach Cotter to challenge that one, and he listened to his players right away. They were like, we need to challenge that. I mean, I really don't know how that was called safe. Anyways, Bucks get the out. Runners at third and second, both in scoring position. Bunt being showed. Flip to home. Not going to be in time. And the Spartans get another run. It's going to be 4-2. It was not a force out at home, so Langley needed to apply the tag. So Spartans go up by 2 and now have a runner at third and first at the corners.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12, Hannah Yetter.
And here's Hannah Yetter. Looked like a strike to me, but called ball. Coach Cotter heading out to the circle. Looks like there's a bit of misunderstanding. Amberjack heading out there as well. So runners at the corners, 4-2. If you're the Buccaneers, it's getting late in the ball game. Top fifth. You don't want to let this get out of hand. At the end of the day, this is a tough ball club in Tampa, and you don't want to put yourself in a hole. Back to the action. Popped up off the top of the net. One count. Up the middle to Tucker. Little leap gets in the glove. Out number 2, but a run will score. And it will be 5-2 for the Spartans. Great job by Maya Tucker out in center field.
Sack fly. Yes.
'll be a pinch hitter for Tampa. So Salisbury coming out. It'll be Kelsey Winters.
Your attention, please. Now batting, number 25, Kelsey Winters. Winters, the pinch hitter.
Giovanni, you gotta make that a sack fly. The last one.
2 outs for the Bucks. Fouled away for the first strike.
Thank you. Let me see.
Strike counted. Second strike
Yeah.
on Winters.
I'll go check in a second. Because now the run's not showing, but I'll check it.
Swing and a miss. There is the strikeout. Number 4 for Martin as we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-2 Spartans. All right, bottom of the 5th. Bucks got some work to do, down 5-2. It starts here with Sarah Schaefer. Trying to go for bunt, pulled the bat back. Ball 1. Chopped. McGinnis, no play on the ball there. And Schaefer gets on, that's what I was talking about. Now she's done that all season long. And gets on as the leadoff, making way for Harper Bunn. Strike watching. Up high, 1-1. Ball 2. Still Gwen McGinnis in the circle for the Spartans. Also has 4 strikeouts. Hit the other way up against the net for strike 2. Bounce to second. Throw the first. Oh, that's thrown away. Schaefer's going for third. And runners at the corners for the Bucks. Bunn now putting Tampa in a tough position. Throws that away. And both runners are going to stay put, third and second. Time called. Cantler heading out to the circle. Looks a bit frustrated after that play. They threw the ball away about maybe 3 or 4 times. And they definitely want to protect the lead. It's 5-2. Even if they give up 2 runs, they're fine. It would make it a 1-run game, but you definitely don't want to do that. And you want to leave some cushion for yourself. And there is no outs, with Sarah Langley coming to the plate. Sunset hour in Miami Shores. I'm sure the folks in the stands at Buccaneer softball field will appreciate that. Get the lights on and get this sun away, directly hitting the stands. Langley watches strike 1 go by. Up high. That's going to be strike 2. And this is going to fall into center field. That's going to be 1 run for sure. Make it 5-3. Bucks trying to call back into this. Sarah Schaefer's the one that scored. And again, Langley with an RBI. That's her second of the game.
The first baseman, number 12, Chandler Berry.
Here's Chandler Berry. Runner at third can make it a 1-run game. Ball 1 from McGinnis. Go ahead run, or excuse me, tying run is at first. Chandler Berry represents the go ahead run. Inside, ball 2. Here Tampa start to think about Gwen McGinnis. Ball 3. She walks Chandler Berry here. Definitely, I think, really need to start thinking about it. You go to a pitching change. That's a strike. Popped up. And not playable. Dad in the stands. Caught that perfectly. Barehanded as well. Here's another pop-up. Into the parking lot. I thought he was about to go 2 for 2 on that one. Full count. Grounded to second. Bobbled. Flipped to second. Throw to first. Safe. Couldn't turn the double play. Gets 1 at second. Another run across. It's 5-4. Game back to 1 run for the Spartans. Still in the lead. Bringing up Vivian Billiard.
The right fielder, number 3, Vivian Billiard.
Fouls this back. Just got a piece of it. Once again, fouling it back. 0-2. Grounded to short, flip to second, throw to first. There's a double play for the Spartans. They get it that time. They give up 2 runs, making a 1-run game. Let's see if they can add a cushion again, heading to the 6th. Welcome to the top of the 6th. Alexis Martin back out there. Will be facing Abby Johns, who's 1 for 2 on the night. The game is now a 1-run game, 5-4, with the Spartans looking to create a cushion once again. They created that cushion in the top of the 3rd, and then added more on the top of the 5th. Popped up out in the left, Maya Tucker tracking, she's under it, it's out number 1. That's going to bring in Lennox Ulrich.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
Bottom of the order for the Spartans. All 1. Chandler Berry playing in over at first. Same for Maggie Boyd at 3rd. Hit to Maya Tucker, who gets into the diving catch. Diving face first. I wasn't sure if she was going to get to that one, and she made it happen for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Jenna Newpaver.
And it's to the top of the order with Jenna Newpaver. Strike counted. Newpaver watches that one go by. Hit opposite way, that's a fair ball for Newpaver, rounding first, heading to second. Here's the throw, not in time. Newpaver, 2-out double. Two for 4 on the night. Here's Aubrey Zeckman. This is the dangerous part of the order for Tampa. Getting out of the way, that's ball 1. Cam Beast on deck. Moved out of the way again, but this one's a strike. Close but called ball. That's in the dirt. That's going to allow Newpaver to get to 3rd. And they're that close to making this a 2-run ball game. And it's a 3-1 count. Hit opposite way towards the Bucks bullpen. Once again, this one's fouled out into the street. 3-2. Chopped over to Marquise. Throw to first, not in time. And New Paver scores. It's a 2-run game again. 6-4 for the Spartans. Aubrey Zeckman with speed, beating Marquise's throw, and now it brings up Cam Feast. The first 3 batters of the order for the Spartans have been deadly. That's a foul ball over to Boyd at third. It took some time for them to wake up, but they came alive in the 3rd inning. Hit out in the right field and caught for the 3rd out, but one more run comes across for the Spartans, making it 6-4 going to the bottom of the 6th. Shelby Privat, bottom 6, Bucks down 2. Late in the ball game, they'll have one more chance after this in the bottom of the 7th. Privat grounds this to short, bobble, throw to first. That's not going to be on time, so that bobble by Yetter costs the Spartans, and it allows Privat to get aboard. Bringing in Maggie Boyd, who's 0 for 2 tonight. But there will be a pinch hitter. Kira Strube will be hitting for Boyd with Marquise on deck.
Here at center, please. Now batting for your Buccaneers, number 34, Kira Strube.
Strike delivered. Strube watching. Bringing in Strube. Lucky to bring a big bat into this part of the order. That's going to be strike 2 off the foul. Swing and a miss. That pitch was rising high. She chased it. That's a strikeout and puts one out on the board.
The shortstop, number 27, Cameron Marquise.
Brings up Cameron Marquise. Also searching for the first hit of the night. That pitch rising high again. That's the pitch that Strube went for. Outside. Ball 2. That's in there for the strike. So a favorable count for Marquise, 3-1. Grounded, past. And 2 on for the Buccaneers, and that was Ulrich who couldn't just get to it with 1 away. Bucks now with a tying run at first. And it's the good part of the order for the Buccaneers with Maya Tucker coming up. Swing and a miss. Swung hard there. One. Popped up over the left field. And caught for out number 2. They'll bring in Sarah Schaefer.
The second baseman, number 20, Sarah Schaefer.
Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss with light to that one. Inside. 2-1. Fouled back. That's going to put the second strike on the board for Schaefer. Tampa's trying to send this to the final inning. Outside was looking for Schaefer to chase. Does not. Stays disciplined. Full count. A walk would load the bases. Popped top of the net. Schaefer represents the go-ahead run. This is hit out into center. It's going to fall. That's going to be a run, and it's going to be 6-5. The lead cut in half once again. And the tying run at second, go ahead at first. Cantler giving directions to her team, trying to motivate them. Bringing in Harper Bunn.
Number 22, Harper Bunn.
Bunn is 2 for 3. Watches strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Close, but given as a ball. Bond takes a deep breath. Hit right to the glove of New Paver. 2 stranded for the Bucks, but they get 1. It's 6-5 heading to the final inning of regulation. This is going to be a good one. Start the top of the 7th with Joey Trewick. Taking a look at some of the stats. It's a 6-5 game, all even on hits, 11, 11, and 2 errors for the Spartans, none for the Buccaneers. Outside. 2-0 count, and Langley going to have a word with Alexis Martin. Bucks have one more chance in the bottom of the 7th. Grounded, past the glove of Marquise, and Joey Trewick on board, leadoff single. Here's Kenna Creedler. It's a Boyd at third, throw to first, one away. Runner does advance to second.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Hannah Yetter.
Brings up Hannah Yetter, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Ball just a little high. Ball 2. Alexis Martin wanted that as a strike. Foul tip. Gets a strike on the board. Outside, 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, full count coming up. Two from Martin, and Boyd can't get there, and it was in foul territory. Oh, we are going to go again with a 3-2. Popped up foul. Hit out in the left, into the glove of Shelby Prevat for the second out. Great track back by Shelby Prevat and just saved what probably most likely would have been a run. So runner stays at second in scoring position. It'll be a Feldman into the batter's box.
Your attention, please.
Pinch
Now
hitting.
batting number 5, Olivia Feldman.
See if she can bring in that run to make it a 2-run game. Watches strike one go by. Up high, that gets by Langley, and our runner is going to advance to third. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Big pitch coming up for Alexis Martin. That's going to say that hits Feldman. So now runners at the corners for the Spartans. And it brings up Abby Johns. Getting interesting in the top of the 7th.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Abby Johns.
Can the Bucks keep this at a 1-run game? Strike counted, watching Johns. Hit, and it falls, and there is Tampa's cushion to 2. Waving the runner from third home, and that's another run. And it's an RBI triple for Abby Johns. Make it 8-5 for the Spartans. And with 2 outs, now we're looking for the dagger.
Now batting the second baseman,
Buccaneers will definitely have work to do in the bottom of the 7th. It won't be easy against this Spartan team. Strike counted to Lennox Ulrich. Outside. 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Amberjack is going to be heading to the circle. 2 balls and 1 strike to Lennox Ulrich, who is 0 for 2 tonight at the bottom of the order for the Spartans. You want to keep this as close as possible. You're down 3 right now. You want to keep it possible for your offense in the bottom of the 7th. You don't want to give yourself a deficit that makes your offense feel like they can't do it or it's impossible. Or just a big hole to climb out of. It's 3 balls and 1 strike to Ulrich. That's a strike. Ulrich was heading to first, but it's going to be a full count. Little blooper past Schaefer's glove. Tucker was racing in as well. Well, it's going to be an RBI for Ulrich, and her first hit of the night is an RBI and brings in the run to make it 9-5. Unlucky for the Buccaneers.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Jenna Newpaver.
And it brings us to the top of the order, and Jenna Newpaver. And this is the dangerous first 3 batters of this order. Watches strike 1 go by. We're looking at 2 for 4, and then 3 for 4 and 3 for 4. Hit the other way. It falls, and 2 on for the Spartans. Here's Aubrey Zeckman.
Now batting, the DP, number 4, Aubrey Zeckman.
Cam Feast on deck. Strike counted. Outside, evens the count. Hit the other way, and foul. Privat was trying to get to it at strike 2. Would have been nice to get that out right there. Fouled again. Grounded right to the glove. Alexis Martin throw to first. There's the 3rd out, but 3 runs for Tampa. They're looking to solidify it. 9-5, bottom 7, 3 outs left for the Bucks. It all starts with Sarah Langley in the bottom of the 7th, down 9-5. That ball was a wild pitch. Gwen McGinnis going for the finish of this one. Langley hits this the other way for the first strike on the count. A little blooper, diving catch and left for the first out. Langley was looking over to Cotter. Maybe they wanted to challenge that, not going to, and Bucks down to their final 2. Here's Chandler Berry.
First baseman, number 12, Chandler Berry.
Low for ball 1. Hit out into center and caught for out number 2. Bucks down to their final out with Vivian Billiard coming into the plate.
The right fielder, number 3, Vivian Billiard.
Strike 1. Watching that one go by. Swings early. That's strike 2. Popped up. Foul territory. Not caught. So Billiard back to the plate. Tampa wanted it, not getting it. Ball 1. Grounded to second, on a hop, flip to first, easy flip. It's a 1-2-3 for the Spartans. And that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. The first game in the series, it's gonna go the Spartans' way, 9-5. Coming up big in the top half of the inning with 3 runs. 9-5 the final score. Hits 15 for the Spartans, 11 for the Buccaneers, and 2 errors for the Spartans. None for Barry, but not enough for the Buccaneers. Today, we'll have the final 2 games of the regular season tomorrow. First pitch at noon, second game slated for 2 p.m. With this win, Tampa goes to 33-11, 20-8 in the conference, and the Buccaneers drop to 24-29 overall, 11-17 in the conference. Myself, Daniel Torres, will bring you the doubleheader tomorrow. We'll see you back on the SSE Digital Network. Have a good night. I'm signing off from Miami Shores.